Indiana Jones and the Great Circle just came out. Hi, I'm Atomics24 and I only have one rule this video. Don't make fun of my hair. Okay? I get it. It looks bad. Okay, I need to go to a barber. Now, the controversy around Indiana Jones and the Great Circle before launch was just way too big. People getting upset that the game wasn't third person, which if it was, you would have just complained that it was an Uncharted clone. God forbid the developers make the game first person and try to do something unique and innovative. Which worked, by the way, because the game came out to great reviews. Okay, people loved this shit. It's a really good game, which then, of course, pissed off the PlayStation fanboys. They're very upset because any form of media that isn't somehow connected to PlayStation or Sony is not allowed to be good. So they weren't happy about this game releasing to positive reviews. So let's go and look at the PlayStation fanboys' favorite game, Twitter, and see how they've responded or trying to cope with the fact that this game came out and is really good. Hypocrisy! And then he shows this image where Xbots, I should say, Xbots, claim that PlayStation games on Steam have flopped, and then say that Indiana Jones rules, even though Indiana Jones apparently, you know, it has lower numbers, guys. It has lower numbers. Now, I have not seen a single Xbot or anybody say that these PlayStation games on Steam that they flopped. If anything, I remember when, for example, Horizon Zero Dawn, which I think is the first PlayStation game to ever come out on Steam. I remember when that came out, and it's like the sales of Horizon like shot up by like 120%. I remember a lot of PlayStation fanboys being very annoyed and angry at that because it meant that more PlayStation games were gonna come to Steam, and also that PlayStation or PC gamers did buy games. So if anything, when those PlayStation games came to Steam, it was the PlayStation gamers getting angry, not anybody else saying the game flopped. That's not at all what happened. And this Twitter user does this a couple more times, where he compares like the amount of people playing Indiana Jones to other games. Like here where he's saying, freaking It Takes Two released in 2021 and has more players than the biggest Xbox exclusive of 2024. Wait for the actual release, they said. Looks like Indiana Jones still turned out to be an epic flop. Bethesda must be thinking of fast forwarding the PS5 release to save this mess. And then, he compared it to another game, didn't he? And here's another one where he's like, Indiana Jones is a failure, ouch. And he's like comparing it to Days Gone. None of this shit, by the way, is accurate at all. There's a lot of reasons for why these numbers are so different. Now, there's a very simple reason why Indiana Jones's numbers aren't as high as these other games you've shown. It's because Indiana Jones, get this, just came out. This is a logical thinking skill, I guess, that PlayStation fanboys haven't acquired. They do the same thing with trailers. The second something drops, they look at the numbers, which obviously are going to be lower because it just came out. Not everybody's at their PC fucking ready to download and play this game. You know, I know you're on Twitter all day, but some of us, you know, have lives. And it's just not fair to like look at the game like sales the second it comes out. You have to wait like at least 24 hours. And if you do and you look at the fucking players now, the player numbers, they're way fucking higher than they were in your screenshots. Because you just have to wait for people to even, you know, get the chance to buy the game. Then there's also the fact that this game can be bought on Game Pass, you know, PC Game Pass. Not bought, by the way. You just get the game if you have PC Game Pass, which means that people don't have the incentive, if you have Game Pass, to also buy the game on Steam. But you know, that would require these paint-huffing morons to actually like use logical or critical thinking, which they've proven to be completely incapable of. Indiana Jones must be struggling if they're giving it away. So this is the reference, this is a reference to the fact that on Humble, Indiana Jones, The Great Circle, was free for a little bit. And I guess J-Dub here, PlayStation fanboy J-Dub, thought that was real. It wasn't. It was an error. It was a glitch on the website. The game was not actually supposed to be free. But you know, PlayStation fanboys are so desperate for this game to be like a flop that they'll take anything, right? Even a glitch on the Humble website. They just immediately grab onto that and desperately want it to be true that the game has flopped and needs to be given away for free, which again it's not. So yeah, this was a mistake on Humble's part. This has actually nothing to do. I know you desperately want this to be true, right? I know you've dedicated your life to, you know, be online defending a plastic box that plays video games and a billion-dollar company from any form of criticism. And apparently Indiana Jones coming out and doing really well, which is what it's doing, is attacking that somehow is apparently bad for you as a person. Kind of pathetic, kind of loser behavior. But you know, that's what I've come to expect from these PlayStation fanboys. But yeah, no, this was a glitch. I'm sorry. It's not real. Can't wait to play Xbox's version of Spider-Man on my PS5 Pro in a few months. And then there's like this article that for some reason calls Indiana Jones comparison to Spider-Man. Kind of weird comparison, but like, sure, I guess. I also find this to be incredibly hypocritical. On one hand, they desperately always want these Xbox games to fail, but then they secretly also really want to play them. So it's a bit odd. You can't be like, oh, I hope this game on Xbox failed. It's a flop. It's such a shit game. And the second you have the opportunity to play it, you instantly change your mind and you're like fucking so over the moon that you get to play the game. It's really weird. And then there's obviously this thing I kind of have to mention because I just think it's hilarious. When Wukong came out on PS5, right? It came out on PS5 and then the developer said it will come to Xbox later. And PlayStation fanboys basically said, it's a PlayStation game, it's PlayStation exclusive, it's not an Xbox now, so it's a PlayStation exclusive. Which didn't make any sense because it's also on PC, but whatever, right? And then this game comes out, Indiana Jones, and it's the exact same way. It comes out on Xbox and PC, and they say, hey, it's gonna come out on PS5 later. And because of that, apparently it doesn't count as an Xbox game, even though Wukong counted as a PlayStation 5 game. Which really just shows you that these PlayStation fanboys, they use no logic. They don't give a fuck about logic, about anything making sense. The second they can use anything to make it seem more favorably for the PS5, they will take it. Doesn't matter if there's any logic to it. Doesn't matter if they're being hypocrites. Okay, as long as the PlayStation 5 looks better than the Xbox, it's all good. What's up, boys? It's the evening now. I forgot to record an outro. It's also dark now because I used the sun for recording because I don't have any recording lights, so we're just gonna have to do it with the lamp. But yeah, if you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe to the channel. And I'm gonna probably make another video about Indiana Jones because there's a lot of drama around the entirety of the fucking game. A lot of it is kind of bullshit, but whatever, not relevant. If you like this video, please like and subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you all in the next video. Goodbye.